We got Chef Jason Santos from Buttermilk and Bourbon, Citrus and Salt. Yes, many restaurants. Bar Rescue on Paramount, if you watch that show. He's in studio with us. Grew up in Melrose?
Sure did.
Grew up in Melrose. Do you know that this dude has never been to the Kowloon? What is wrong with him? How in his life? In his life.
Am I in America at this point? What am I doing?
We're taking chef off of you. You can't be a chef and never have experience.
And you know, it's funny, and I use this term, very greatly for them, but I love crappy Chinese food. Like, I love the Tiki Islands of Medford, kind of stuff. So it's probably right up my alley, but I just... with a kid now, I still would like to go, but I just, haven't gone out in
Saugus
7
wings.
years.
If you go.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
And the Saugus wings and the spare ribs, but on the bone. Gotta have them on the bone.
I'm embarrassed.
We gotta make this happen. Like, no, we gotta look at your schedule.
Yeah, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
What am I doing not going to Kowloon? How dare I?
We're inviting ourselves when you go.
Yes.
Right.
Group trip.
Anyway, so Jason is Buttermilk and Bourbon. They're having a big barbecue.
Yes, Lord.
August 12th. Leroy wants an invite already.
All right, I went last year to an
Has
event.
an open invite any day, anytime.
I love
He knows
it.
that.
Yeah.
That's this weekend.
That's right. It is
I
this
can't believe
weekend.
we're already in August.
Yes, Tuesday.
Like, oh my God. Oh, Tuesday. I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm thinking.
Weekend next week.
Yeah, whatever.
Next
Close
month.
enough.
Yeah.
What are we eating?
Southern style barbecue.
It's like we're doing this amazing event. $75 a person. It's from 6 to 9. All you can eat barbecue, and it's not like hot dogs and hamburgers. And we're doing like crazy stuff. Carolina pulled pork sliders, pass corn ribs, and lobster mac and cheese, and hot links. And we have a huge luge that's gonna do caramelized pineapple lemonade down the luge, and it's just like a fun. We do it 4 times a year, and we throw a party. Leroy was there. He knows what it goes down, and it's just a really good time. And I'm like super excited to like cook that day and just
Have you gotten your tux measured yet? Because it sounds like you're going to be adding a couple of inches to it.
Stop
It's all good. It's all
We're
worth
downgraded
it.
to a blue leisure suit.
I'm gonna be there, getting it in too.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just throw it up after.
No, stop. No.
And as far as Citrus and Salt, Jason, you're having we can't say where, but you have another location that's going to be coming.
I do. I can say that I'm opening a Citrus and Salt in Burlington. I can't say yet the exact location. That would not be PC. But.
And the Citrus and Salt, if you haven't been there, as far as Mexican food, unbelievable. I went to the grand opening at the one in the Seaport, but I haven't been back, which I need to. But everything was delicious. Like I love all of your meals. I just think that you put so much uniqueness, if that's even a word, into your meals. And it's like any restaurant that you go to of yours, it's like you're not just getting your basic, even Buttermilk and Bourbon. You're not getting just barbecue. You're getting a different twist and a uniqueness to each meal, and you do such a good job.
Well, first off, when you come back to Citrus and Salt, I will then go to Kowloon.
There it is.
But yes, I really love to be fun with my food and playful, and we're definitely into like being the flavors, being sincere, and but we try to just be a little bit creative and fun and kind of kick it up where it's a little bit more exciting.
It is, and it's even like just the way it looks aesthetically. It's so beautiful. So you do such a good job with all that. So congrats. And as far as the TV show, Bar Rescue.
Yes.
So you're finished filming?
Yeah, we just wrapped another season. It's really exciting because I got to host a few episodes. That was really fun.
That's
and
so cool.
New season hopefully gets picked up. We don't know yet, and we'll be starting to film late fall-ish. So the new season should start. I think November is what I'm hearing, but honestly, it changes all the time. But we're on hiatus right now, but it'll come back.
Besides that show, what's your favorite food reality show to watch?
Ooh.
Probably Top Chef. Yes. Just because it's real and there's great food, and I sometimes learn something. But all these other shows Chopped, where you get gummy bears, mayonnaise, and bungee cord and have to make a dish. That stuff is
Bro,
crazy
I got
to me.
one for you.
Oh, here we go.
I just started watching it on Netflix. It's like 3 seasons in. Is it Cake? Have you seen that one?
Oh, I've heard of it. I haven't
that
seen it.
That show is amazing. Yeah. Oh, my God.
It's no Top Chef.
I don't know the name of it, but there's Jose Andres and Martha Stewart have her show now, and it's pretty funny, actually. They both have great personalities. I forget what it's called, but I just watched an episode the other day.
But does it involve them having to figure out whether or not the Halloween mask is real or a cake?
No.
All right, then I don't want to see it.
So funny.
The Is It Cake is amazing. And then, so they'll come up with a theme. It's so, if you watch it, you will get hooked. It's bonding me and my kids right now, my little kids. Because every night they're like, are we going to watch an episode of Is It Cake? And I'm like, hell yeah, we are. I threaten them with not being able to watch Is It Cake if they're being bad, and all of a sudden
swap out his microphone tomorrow with a cupcake and see.
they turn their behavior around. No, they'll pick a theme, right? It could be like the beach or fashion or whatever, and just get a bunch of different items, and then it sounds stupid, but you'll get hooked if you watch it. You have to figure out which item is a piece of cake.
Oh, that's fun.
And
That's a
when
fun
you
twist.
pick the item, the host grabs a knife and he goes to chop it. So if it's not cake, now he's chopping at a purse.
That's hilarious.
A sneaker. Yesterday they did grocery items. He was chopping into it was steak.
And they look that realistic?
It is unreal.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
These
watch it today.
people are so ridiculous, and you could tell because all of the people who make the cakes, they're crazy socially awkward. So
Yeah.
it just shows how special they are at making
pastry
cakes.
chefs are their own
Yeah.
breed, that's for sure.
Because no one's like balanced. Like if you're really, really good at work, you're usually off at something
Well,
else.
of course.
Like I'm good on the radio, and I'm probably
Yeah.
an awful personal person.
Yeah.
Ask any of my 3 babies' mamas or my kids or
Things are looking up.
or Melissa, depending on the day. But that's what it is. It's like all these people, they're so crazy and weird in real life that their cake making skills. One lady made a like a coconut, like a beach coconut drink. She was putting hairs on the coconut.
Oh my goodness.
Hairs on the It's unreal what they do.
Where'd the hair come from?
I know, right?
Right.
Yeah, and then at the end of it,
Good
the
question.
cake has to taste good because if there's a tie, the tiebreaker is the taste of the cake. So you can't just like be like, I'm just gonna throw a bunch of ingredients and make it look like a shoe. You have to make that shoe taste delicious. I'm trying to tell you, Is It Cake?
Pebbles,
Watch
are
it
you
on
hooked
Netflix.
yet? You gonna watch it?
I'm writing it down.
Oh no, but there's 7 young Korean boys that do the judging.
Well, then maybe I'm in.
Oh boy.
That's an inside BTS joke. All right, so buttermilk and bourbon, August 12th, the big Southern style barbecue.
Yes.
Citrus and Salt has a 90s brunch. When? Every third?
Every third Saturday of each month. This month it's Madonna. We have drag queens dancing, singing. It's really
it.
quite a scene.
That sounds so fun.
And Bar Rescue on the Paramount Network. Check it out. And soon you will see Jason Santos eating at the Kowloon. We're hanging out with Jason Santos from Bar Rescue, and we just learned that even though he's a chef, very successful chef, owns many restaurants, he's a disappointment in his family because, well, his dad was a Navy SEAL and the son went into cooking.
Yeah.
And now he's married.
I was a Navy
He was
SEAL.
a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, and now it continues. He's married, and he just found his brother-in-law is the youngest judge.
Yeah, the youngest judge. There's certain different types of judge. I don't know exactly, so I might be misspeaking. But the youngest federal judge, he's 27 years old and just got robed, has a gavel.
Outta here.
It's like crazy to me because he's like, I'm much older, so it's like almost comical. I'm like, you're a judge, like you're.
And you're like, I'm
in
opening
charge
up
of
another
people's
restaurant. They're like,
livelihood?
yeah, but
Yeah.
are you the youngest
Yeah.
restaurateur ever?
But he's a great attorney, super smart. I mean, people that excel at that, you can just feel it. He's a great guy and deserves it. But really, that's just nuts to me, Judge.
Yeah.
Well, we hear about a lot of restaurants, I'll just say in the city or whatever, that open and then close.
Yep.
You've been very successful
Thus far.
Why? What is
You know,
it about
honestly,
you that's
and
different?
It's funny you ask. I do think
He's
of this
trying
a
to
lot.
live up to be
I
the most
think-
successful person in this family.
yeah,
Pressure.
shoes to fill,
Yeah.
But I used to spend a lot of time figuring out like how to be better. What can we do? And I just think that we give them what they want and not what I want. I think as a chef, there's a lot of ego. Like when I was a younger chef, I'm cooking this dish. If you don't like it, don't eat it. It's like very different now. 10 years ago it was about, the chef and the tasting menu and, where'd the cow come from? What's the cow's name? That kind of It's just about an environment at this point. Can you take out your phone? Is there pictures? Are you having fun? Is it a good time? Is it a good value? I don't, do I think we're the best? No, but we try to be awesome and we try to give them good value and have them enjoy their sort of hospitality.
Nice.
Speaking of what the people want,
Oh, here we go.
do you have happen to have a beet salad on any of your
my
menus?
Not only do currently I do not, but I do have a full arm tattoo of beets. And
What?
it's funny.
I have a little
I'm gonna
little
strip
stuffy
right
on
now.
my.
Okay.
It was okay. First of all, I was like 19 years old, and it's not the greatest tattoo as
Did you
far
guys
as technique.
plan this? Like, who?
A
At
full
what
tattoo of
point?
beets. That was my very first tattoo.
Why
Yeah.
beets?
I'm sorry to
You know,
hear
to
that.
be honest with you, I don't even love them. I think they kind of taste like dirt. But
Thank you, but I love them.
It was really cool. People love them. We sell it. We change our menus all the time, but we always have something close. But yeah, I don't know. I was just 19 at the time. I was like, I want a food tattoo, and I was like, give me
And you
beets.
came up with beets?
I don't know the whole
love
thing. But if
it.
you look
Let me see
really
that
close,
thing.
I think this guy tattooed me with his eyes closed.
So you walked in. Did you like, did you already go in and be like, listen, I'm looking to get some beets tattooed on my arm? Or
I'll tell you, Andy Husbands owns all the smoke shops. So I worked for him way back, and this is like 20-something years ago. Tremont 647 was in the South End, and as my birthday gift, because he's covered in tattoos, he got me a tattoo. So I went there, and I never had a tattoo. Frankly, I didn't even really have any interest, and I was like, beets? It was I was like 19, I was a kid, and it's funny because I look at like my other tattoos with so much detail, and this looks like, someone did it with crayon,
I love
I've
it,
actually been
though.
thinking about getting it removed because I'm like, it's a little wonky if you look real close, Like some people are like, are those radishes? I'm like, they're beets.
Well, if you do get a beet salad, let me
Yes,
know.
I will, absolutely.
I've always been very, very curious about this. So earlier you said you haven't been to Kowloon's, and you mentioned, you said, you got business and then family.
Yeah.
A chef, how do you cook at home? Is it just as intense, the effort there, or is it a little bit more
the
basic?
problem is I can't really do something like half-assed, so I do put 100%. So when I cook, I cook, you should see, my pantry is like alphabetized. I have every grain in there. It's all crazy. So my daughter's three-year-old birthday's in 3 weeks, and I'm cooking for like 90 people. So
Oh my God.
it's crazy. Wow. I'm like the help at all these parties. I'm just there to cook. I don't even get to see anything.
What is your daughter like that you cook the most?
So my daughter, she likes shaped pancakes, so I'll make her like higher protein, like less sugar, that kind of thing.
Good.
Cut out little like animal cuts and stuff like that. But what she loves today, as a 3-year-old, she hates it tomorrow. So it's
Right.
something that she loves, she no longer loves.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
We were talking off air about the preconceived notion people have about chefs, like good chefs, that they're kind of crazy. And to me, you don't seem like that type. Like, I know some local chefs that have huge names here in the city.
he has blue hair and a beet on his arm.
Yeah.
He's
I
definitely a
get
little
it.
off.
I get it. But the
There's
chefs...
a compliment in there somewhere.
No, there is.
Right.
No, listen, I'm a big believer in balance. I'm like, if you're super awesome in one thing, you got to be a little bit off in another. Nothing's equally.
When I was younger, I wanted to be the best. I worked 20-hour days. I was going after the James Beard Awards. That's all I cared about. But once you get a family, you get married, you realize there's more to it. I don't, I can have great restaurants and not work 20-hour days. And
Right.
I think the work-life balance is like really important. I've never been happier. Restaurants are thriving. I just think it's about a balance,
Yeah.
But I agree that, to be really, really good, there's a touch of being eccentric. So
Yeah.
I get it,
No,
but
my word was crazy, but eccentric sounds better.
I'm just, trying to be polite.
And a control freak, too, because we were also talking about people like you and other chefs that have multiple restaurants. You can't be in your restaurants all the time.
No.
So you have to hire people, and you have to entrust that they are going to make the food the way you want
Yes.
them to make it because your name is
Yeah.
on it.
It's
so
everything.
that's a lot of control you're
Down
handing
to
over.
what straws we use, how's the manager, is the host eating people
Right.
right? It's a lot of pressure,
stressed.
a lot of stress, but you surround yourself with people that are better than you, and at this point some of these guys are probably better than me at this
Wow.
point, and I think
Interesting.
that's just it. It's a dose of humility that you realize you have to pass the torch a little bit, and you let someone take ownership. And I also feel like they need that in their career. If you get to make decisions and have some input and creativity, there's legs there. And I think people tend to stay a lot longer.
And
when
knowing you have an influence on them too.
It's
is
just some
great.
ownership in it.
Yeah.
It's like working for the man kind of thing. But you get
Yeah.
to be a part of it, come up with specials and maybe tweak the menu. I love all that input,
How often do you change the menus at your restaurants?
So we change all the restaurants. We change it twice a year. So we're coming up on a menu change in September, early October. I'm happy to put a beet salad on the menu. And so, yeah.
Name it after Pebbles.
Or your arm.
Yes, yeah. Is it cake?
Is it cake?
You want to talk about keeping employees on their toes? Do you know something that Jason does? He will, without announcing, like, hey, I'm going to be at Buttermilk and Bourbons tomorrow, by the way, or Citrus and Salt. He'll just, like, oh, it's Thursday. And he'll just, like, roll up to Citrus and Salt and be like, by the way, I'm going to be hanging out here today. Could you imagine that?
I walked in
God.
last night at 7 and the manager just turned and was shocked, because I wasn't supposed to be there. But my schedule changes so quickly that I not even I'm trying to be sneaky. I just don't even know.
I was going to say, do you think that stresses them out, knowing that you're the...
Probably.
Yeah.
But
I'd be
I'm
like-
not doing it for any sort of spiteful purposes. I just, I think I'm at Buttermilk tomorrow and
Yeah.
something happened. I have to be at Citrus. So I'm all over the place.
It's good to keep people on their toes, though.
Not too long ago, you just mentioned balance. A lot of people are trying to find balance in their life. How long did it take for you to get to a comfortable spot, and just what in general did you do to find that balance?
Truthfully, I met my wife, and I realized that I love something as much as food, and I wanted to just spend more time with her. And then I had a child, and you don't realize how much love you have until you have a child. And it's like, truthfully, I'd rather be home if I'm being honest. You know, I catch myself cutting out a little early to spend time with her and stuff, but I think that's the balance, is like you have good businesses, you have a good work life, and I think it's important. But I think it's like important to just sit back and like take a deep breath sometimes, you know, and realize that you can't control everything. You got to let people make decisions, and you just hope for the best.
That's so sweet. A lot, because a lot of times you hear about people wanting to get away from the home to go to work.
I mean,
so they
now,
can get away
no,
from
no.
the
Well, you're also talking to friends at the casino who have a problem. They're looking to get away from everything so they can go spend money.
She had 37 cigarettes in the last hour, and they don't know what they're doing.
Mel's like, so I'm doing a focus group, and everybody hates their relationship.
No, and I see it on TV too, but whatever.
Oh no! Well, I mean,
Whatever.
So Jason,
Yes.
if your wife were to cheat on you,
Oh,
would you?
here we go.
That was a serious question. Would you rather her downgrade or upgrade? What would make you feel better?
Upgrade. I mean, if you're going to do it right.
Thank
you know?
you. Wait,
Everybody's got their hall
I said
pass.
downgrade. I disagree. I'm like, wait a minute. No.
Well, my argument, if they're cheating on you, even if you consider it a downgrade, it's an upgrade somewhere.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
lucky for me, I'm a confident guy, but if you're going to go big, go big. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. That way you could be
Wow.
like, you know what? I mean, he could kick my ass. He's got
Yeah.
more money than me. He's
Yeah.
better looking. What am I gonna?
Yeah.
I'd cheat on me too. Congratulations.
Kylie Jenner walked in, I'd take my chances, see what happens in my relationship.
Oh my God.
damn.
She likes Jason Momoa, so, I mean, please, have at it.
Oh, yeah, he
I
got
didn't
a
tell
new
you guys
movie.
this. Totally random, off topic, but not really. He just mentioned Jason Momoa. So I donate plasma once a week now,
awesome.
just like for money.
But
And-
it's not
No,
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no,
it's
no.
not
She
nice.
passed out the second time because she didn't wait
I did.
too
I
long in
passed out.
between the
So-
appointments.
I passed out an ultrasound, so we're even.
Okay. A guy walked
Not even
in
my own.
yesterday. Okay, hold on. Wait, we'll get to that. But real quick, let me just tell my story. Finish.
Okay, ultrasound, not
Pause.
his. Go ahead.
While I was giving plasma, a guy walked into the center who looked just like Jason Momoa. He wasn't as tall or as huge, but he was a good size. He was big. He had all the tattoos, dark skin. He had the long hair, and he had his hair in a bun, and he had a beard.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was so hot. I was trying to get a picture so I could show you guys.
I'm here for the free toaster.
And that was
he
it. That was
spoke.
my
He's like,
story.
Hi, I'm here to donate plasma.
Yeah, so there's a Jason Momoa lookalike walking around Medford. But anyways, back to your ultrasound.
So you passed out at
So
your wife's
I, like,
ultrasound?
historically do not love. I don't even like dentists, if I'm being honest. But my wife, we weren't, when she was pregnant with Tegan, we went for an ultrasound. It was the very first one, and I didn't realize it was in like a proper like medical room, and it was like stainless steel everywhere, and they just turned on the ultrasound, and I was like, God, I don't feel good. And I was like, no, I'm fine. And I was like, I think I'm passing out. Next thing I know, I woke up on the floor, 2 nurses holding my legs. I had ice packs all over my chest.
my God.
Just looking at an ultrasound.
What?
He
My
wins.
wife was
that
so
was the
embarrassed.
trigger I was telling you guys about.
Yeah.
My wife was so embarrassed. And then when she had a C-section, when she gave birth, the doctors, as they were literally like foot up, like yanking the baby out, they're like, wait, are you that chef from Buttermilk? And my wife's like, I'm
Scott.
cut in half. And they're asking about biscuits. And I'm trying to have a
Yeah,
baby,
yeah.
you know?
And Jason's woozy.
Yeah. And I hit the umbilical cord, and I was this close. I was like, I think I have to sit down. Yeah, I don't do well
Did
with
they
that.
say so? When that happened to me and I passed out, one of our engineers down the hall said
She also threw up all over her friends.
it was awful. It was awful. So the
That's worse
engineer,
than the pass.
it is, said that there's a some sort of disorder that what happens is something triggers you to pass out. And he said for me, because what triggered me was when I saw I had a big knot on my arm from when I gave the blood, and I just lost it. For you, your trigger was the ultrasound when you went in there and
Yeah.
it triggered something and you passed out.
I just chalked it up as I'm a wuss, you know?
Well,
but-
I mean, it could be that too. But so yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Just
I mean,
hopefully it won't
we had
be
a guy
triggered
call
again.
up whose friend farted and passed out every time he did that. So
yes.
Oh my God.
I mean, there's
Because
some...
there's nothing else.
Yeah.
They didn't determine there was anything else medically wrong with you. It just
They didn't
you
even
just-
do anything. They just turned the
Yeah.
ultrasound on. It wasn't even like gelled. I just didn't. I was like, "What is going on?" I didn't want to do it. I was like, "Please, is it weird if I don't come in?" And they're like,
This
"Oh, no."
magical moment
Yeah.
Oh my
turns
God.
into you
Yeah.
on the floor.
And then like the second time, my wife's like, "Do not pass out. Do not embarrass me."
That's
You know.
hilarious.
I'm like literally on the floor. My legs are up. I have ice packs over my chest, and I'm like, "Where am I?" Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Really embarrassing. I'm really good at embarrassing myself.
Yeah.
that is awesome. All right. Well, if you come to the Boston area, because this is a bunch of people seeing it from different markets, Buttermilk and Bourbon, Citrus and Salts, great restaurants. Ask for Jason Santos. And if you see Bar Rescue on Paramount, you'll see Jason on there too.
Yes.
Unless I'm passed out somewhere.
Right.
Unless yeah. He'll be the guy on the ground
With
his
the ice packs.
with his legs up in the air and the beat on his arm.
Covered in plasma.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.